It's easy for many of us to agree that protecting our agricultural and environmental assets from disease is vitally important. But how do we share responsibility for biosecurity in the nitty-gritty of an emergency response or in day-to-day prevention? To work together for plant biosecurity, we need to effectively engage stakeholders. This is essential every time we design and deliver a plant biosecurity program. Stakeholder engagement is a complex task. It needs to occur across all scales, from the farm gate to policy development and implementation. It also needs to occur during all biosecurity operations. Time is needed to build relationships, mutual learning and trust. So how can we do biosecurity stakeholder engagement better and more effectively? While often regarded as intuitive, there is in fact a specific method that we can use to ensure better biosecurity planning, resolve difficulties when they arise, and assess if and why efforts to engage stakeholders are effective. The Engagement for Collaboration tool breaks a complex task into 5 steps organised in 2 stages. In stage 1, we identify who the stakeholders are. Key stakeholders include those who exert influence over collaboration and decision-making processes because of their knowledge, role, skills, or relationships with other key players. Their support is critical to the success of our proposed biosecurity program. We decide why they should be engaged. What are the major concerns of the key stakeholders? It is important that we develop objectives that reflect these concerns. All objectives should be considered, not just those of a small group or that are based on science. The objectives must be concrete and complete, so we will be working to resolve the right problem. We discovered how to engage them. We create a range of possible engagement strategies that represent ways to meet the fundamental objectives. Engagement strategies need to suit the human and environmental context. They need to use both scientific and other kinds of knowledge to inform decisions and build capacities and resources. We may need different engagement strategies for different stakeholders, rather than a one-size-fits-all approach. In stage 2, we evaluate the performance of each stakeholder engagement strategy. We present a selection of key stakeholders with the engagement strategies developed in stage 1 to evaluate how successful these options might be. We build consensus on which engagement strategies will give the best bang for buck. We consider, compare and combine all stakeholder views. In practice, these 5 steps are overlapping and iterative. When prioritising stakeholder engagement options, we focus on trust building and transparency in decision making. These are more important than whether or not a consensus position is actually reached. In the past, decisions have been challenged or reversed due to incomplete consideration of stakeholders' diverse opinions. So we always need to consider social impacts when making decisions about biosecurity, in addition to technical and economic feasibility. Stakeholder engagement needs to be well integrated into strategic planning. When we do stakeholder engagement well, it is much more than information provision. It is a fully collaborative approach to two-way information sharing.